A wonderful afternoon to Principal Ma'am and all the teachers present. I hope I'm audible to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon,
Yes, sir.
Prabhat. Yes,
Thank you
Prabhat.
so much
Yes,
You're
sir.
audible.
Yes, sir.
for
Good
your
Yes, sir, you're
response.
audible.
afternoon.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the first day of in-service training, that is smart management of interactive classes using Google Workspace. Before getting started with the session, I'd request all the teachers to do a ice breaking session. Before beginning the session, I would request all the teachers to send some emojis. That is, if I'm audible, if I say I'm audible, I request all the teachers to say to send the thumbs up emoji in the chat box. So can I expect thumbs up emojis from all the teachers from in the chat box? Let's see who can send. I can see Jewel sir sending, Masum ma'am, yes ma'am. I request all the teachers to send the thumbs up emoji. Great. I can see the thumbs up emojis coming. Then I request all the teachers after as soon as you complete sending the thumbs up emoji, I request all the teachers to send the smiley emoji. Let's see how many teachers can send the smiley emoji. Okay, great. I can see many teachers are sending the smiley emoji. Now, what I request is I request all the teachers to send the angry face emoji. Let's see how many teachers can send the angry face emoji. Okay, Gitati ma'am is there, Krishna Shri ma'am is there, Jewel sir is there. I can see many teachers sending. Let's see how many teachers are able to send the angry face emoji. Okay, great. We can see many teachers are sending the angry face emoji, the smiley emoji, the thumbs up emoji. Now, can I get the thumbs down emoji? Let's see how many teachers can send the thumbs down emoji. Okay. Okay, great. I can see many teachers are sending the thumbs down emoji. Wow, that's wonderful. Our teachers are really very fast. So what we have done is we have created a stack of emojis in our recent tab. In case if you're not able to understand, if you're not able to cope up with my session, you can send the emojis in the chat box, and I will be able to understand that definitely there is something wrong, and I will be able to rectify myself. So this way we'll be communicating, and we won't be creating hindrance to the other person, and we will be conducting a beautiful session. I hope this ice breaking session was absolutely clear. Okay, so let's get started with our today's session, that is smart management of interactive classes using Google Workspace. So what exactly Google Workspace is, I hope everybody knows, and we all are using the Google Workspace. By the name itself, it is understood that this product is being provided and being developed by one of the tech giants named as Google, and we all are aware of that. Apart from that, if I give you a brief introduction what exactly Google Workspace is, it is basically the stack of applications that is being provided by Google to solve the day-to-day life problems that happens or that occurs while running an organization. That means if you're running an organization and if you have Google Workspace, then we are good to go to run that particular organization in terms of many technicalities and in terms of many productivity usages. So this is what exactly Google Workspace is. And apart from that, regarding the smart management term, today I won't be discussing about what exactly Google Workspace is. In fact, I will be discussing how to manage the online classes apart from Google Workspace, and what are the various tools that we can use or that we can implement in order to make the classes much more interactive, as well as in order to make the classes much more interesting. So we'll be discussing about those tools. So these are the contents of my today's session. That is, I will be discussing about the file sharing system. What is the exact or what is the basic method by which a teacher can share the file. Then we'll be discussing about exploring the web application. There are many web applications that are available as of now that can be really be helpful for the teachers. But we'll be exploring some of the best apps which I came across while doing my research. So I'd like to discuss about those web applications, and in the last we'll be discussing about the extensions that are being provided by Google Chrome while conducting the online classes. So this was all about the content. Now let us get started with the first slide, that is file sharing with students. Okay, so students whenever they fetch a study material, it is very easy for them to fetch directly by Google Classroom or through the WhatsApp, because teacher either they share the file materials or the study materials through WhatsApp or through Google Classroom. But what if I say down the line, let's say after 2 to 3 years, if I ask a teacher, can you track down the file that you have shared 2 to 3 years back? Is it possible for you? Then the teacher will say, okay, it will take a while. Can you please give me some moments? And in fact, there might be some scenarios teacher will be saying, no, that is not possible, because either the file has been lost or it has been misplaced. So we won't be able to track down the file or the study material that we have shared with the students. So what is the exact, or what is the best possible method by which we can share the files with the students, and which will be efficient for us also to track down the files which we have already shared with the students? Let's say after 2 years back, 2 to 3 years back, 4 years back, it will be very convenient for us to track down our files, as well as very convenient for us to share the file in the upcoming futures, if we maintain a proper organized system or organized mechanism to share the files. So teachers, are you ready with the practical demonstration? Please raise your responses with a thumbs up emoji so that I can respond. Okay, so I can get thumbs up responses. So let's get started with the file sharing or material sharing with the students. So how can we exactly share the files? So in order to share the files, the best possible way is to directly go to Google Chrome and create a separate user for yourself. So why I'm saying to create a separate user, the reason behind is that whenever we are teaching, or whenever we are conducting classes in Google Workspace or through Google Workspace, it is preferred not to use your personal Gmail account, because there might be search results which might be personal to you, or there might be some documentations which may be confidential, and we don't want that confidentiality to break. So it is always recommended to create a separate user for your organization or for your business account. In this case, I've already created my APSJ account. As you can see over here, this is prabhat@apsjora.org. So let me give you the steps how to create that account. So in order to create that account, the Google Chrome account, what you need to do is you need to tap on this plus icon which says add. The moment you tap on this add icon, it will redirect you to the page where you need to give a name to this account. Let's say temporary temp, and I will tap on done. Okay, so my account has been successfully created. The next step what I will be doing is I will be signing into my account. For this purpose, for this workshop, what I've done is I have created a temporary mail, that is temp@apsjora.org, and throughout the workshop I will be using that mail which says temp@apsjora.org. So let's get started. So finally, pop-up will come which says to link your data. Yes, I will be tapping on this button which says link data, and then yes, I'm in. So yes, we are good to go with our new account. I hope if the steps are clear to everyone, please respond with a thumbs up emoji. And if it is not clear, then you can raise or you can ask the query if any one of the step is not clear. Okay, so what we have done is we have created a separate account for our APS Jorhat professional mail ID. That means all our data, all our personal data, and all our data that we are going to use for teaching purpose will remain segregated, and it won't mix up. And this way, we'll be moving ahead to the mechanism of sharing the files with the students. So, what is the exact way to share the files? We'll be discussing about that. Since I have already logged in with the professional account, I will directly go to Google Drive. You can get Drive from this app drawer icon that you can see over here in the right hand side top corner. I will simply tap on the Drive option. After tapping on the Drive option, it will redirect me to the Google Drive's account. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a folder by the year name. Suppose, let's say I'm teaching in the session 2020, 21, 2022. So I'm going to create a folder by the name 2021, let's say 2022. So this is done. So that means I've created the folder by the session name, that is 2021, 2022. Inside that, I will create subfolders of the subjects that I'm teaching or the classes that I'm teaching. Let's say 2021, 22. I will be creating the folder of the class. Let's say I'm teaching in class 12th. So I will click create the folder. After that, I will once again create a subfolder by the name of the subject. Let's say informatics practices. And here I will be uploading the study material. So the upload process is also simple. You just need to click on the plus icon which says new, and after clicking or after tapping on the plus icon, you can simply choose file upload. Let's say this is the file, or this is the material that I want to share with my students. So I will simply click on this and I will tap on OK. So this is the material that I have uploaded in my subfolder which I have created for my session, that is 2021-2022. So this way, if we create our folders, and this way if we keep our study materials, then it will be much more organized, and all the teachers will have no difficulties while sharing the data or while sharing the materials with the students. So now what if I need to upload the materials in the Google Classroom? So if I need to upload the materials, either there are two processes. You can directly browse the material from Google Drive itself, or what you can do is you can simply go to the subfolders and you can simply make a right click in the file that you want to share with the students, and click on this option which says get link. The moment you click on this option, a pop-up comes up, and the pop-up says with whom you want to share the file. By default it is restricted. So what I will do is I will tap on anyone with the link. I will tap on anyone with the link. After that I will copy the link. I will tap on done button and I will share the link either in WhatsApp or Classroom, whatever you feel like. So by this way, what we have done is we have created a beautiful repository where all our files, all our study materials will be stored, and with the help of this repository we'll be also able to track down our files down the line after, let's say, after 2 to 3 years, 4 years, or whenever we feel like. So I hope the proper mechanism of sharing files with students is clear. If there is any kind of queries, you can ask teachers. If you feel like the steps are not clear, you can ask me to repeat. And if the steps are clear, you're requested to send 2 thumbs up. Gradually move ahead to the difficult that we can implement in our Google Workspace. Now slowly we'll move ahead to the complex topics. Okay, so this was all about sharing files. I hope the concept of file sharing is clear. So let us move ahead to the next topic, that is exploring web applications. So there are many web applications that we can use while teaching in Google Workspace. So these are some of the few of the best applications that we can use in Army Public School Jorhat. Specifically, I've listed them on the chronological order, that is from the easiest one first, then the difficult one at last. And you can see there is one application, Speeches, which has been listed the bottom part. Purposely I have done that. I will explain the reason later why I have purposely kept this speech is application at the bottom. So let's get started with small PDF. So what exactly small PDF is? We all know that by default, whenever we download the question papers, by default, whenever we access the materials that are available over the web, either in the format of PDF or in the format of, let's say, either in the format which is not acceptable, by which we won't be able to edit. So is there any possible ways by which we can do the manipulation or by which we can do the editing? Let's say CBSE has released the latest sample paper, and we need to do some manipulation in that particular paper, and we need to give that paper to the students. So often teachers they fall into trouble because the file they have downloaded is either in the format of PDF or into some format which they can't access or which they can't manipulate. So is there any possible way to manipulate that file so that the teacher can reuse that file and use it for their own purpose or for the benefit of the students? Yes, there are possible ways by which it can be done. So small PDF is one of the beautiful web application by which we can convert the extension of one file to the other file. Let's say we have a .pdf file, and if we need to convert it to a .doc or .docs file, then it is possible. Once again, if there is an Excel sheet, if you need to convert that Excel sheet to the document format or to the PDF format, once again, it is possible using the small PDF application. So if the concept of small PDF application is clear, so should I start the demonstration? So teachers, if you require me to start the demonstration, you can simply send one thumbs up emoji, or if you need the explanation once again, I'm ready to explain. Okay, so let us try to understand what exactly small PDF is and how to get started with small PDF. By going through a practical demonstration. Since I've already created the APS Gerard temporary account, so what I will do is I will simply tap on this plus icon by which I can create my new tab, and I will search for small PDF. That's it. It is very simple. So the moment I search for small PDF, it will give the first result which says smallpdf.com. I just need to tap on this link. The moment I tap on this link, it will ask me to sign in. Now, in case if you are a regular user, I would definitely recommend to log in or create an account of small PDF. But in case if you want to, if you occasionally use small PDF, if you're not a heavy based user, in that case, I will recommend you to simply tap on this button which says explore all PDF tools. So here I went to the exploring option. So let us do one thing. Let us download the latest sample paper or one of the sample papers that is being provided by CBSE. So most of the teachers already know how to download the sample paper. I will directly go to the CBSE's academic website and I will download the sample paper from here. So here I will go to the sample question paper option, let's say of this year's session or last year's session, class 12. And let's say I want to download the sample paper of informatics practices. So I will simply tap on this option. Okay, and let's download this paper and take this paper as a reference so that I can convert this paper from PDF file to doc file. So the file has been already downloaded. So let's do one thing. Let's keep the file in the desktop so that I can use it for reference purpose. Okay, now let us go back to our application, that is small PDF, and let us search for PDF to doc format, doc converter, that is PDF to Word. So you can see there are many options available. So I will be searching for PDF to Word. So I can get the option over here which says PDF to Word. So I can simply tap on this option, PDF to Word, and here what I can do is I can simply choose my file. So I will tap on this, choose my file. I will go to desktop and I will browse the file. So it will take a while and it will convert the file by the end. Okay, so it has converted the file. So I will simply tap on this, convert to Word. Okay, so my file has been converted. Now I can download the file. So the steps are very easy to convert a file from PDF extension to .docs extension. So let us try to see what exactly the file looks like after the conversion. You can see the file got converted into .docs, and now I can manipulate. Let's say I want to change the time from 3 hours to 4 hours. I can do it. I want to change the session from 2021 to 22. So it's possible. Successfully, I've converted my PDF file to .docs file. So if all the steps of using small PDF is clear, all the teachers are requested to give a thumbs up in the chat box. In case if you're not able to understand, then you can send the angry emoji. Okay, that's great. I can see all the teachers have understood how to use the small PDF, and I hope all the teachers will be using this application frequently on the day-to-day life basis while teaching the students. So this was all about small PDF. Now let us move ahead to the next application, which is image compression. So what exactly image compression is? So at certain times, situation occurs like the image that we get is of huge size. Let's say 5 MB, 10 MB. And what if we need to reduce the size of the image, let's say to 10 KB, 100 KB, and further something like that. Okay. Is it possible? Yes, that is once again possible with this web application, that is image compression tool. Once again, if we can use the image compression tool, we will be able to reduce the file of the image or the size of the image. So let us try to understand by an example. Okay, let us take an example of an image. Let's say I want to take this screenshot of this particular portion, and I want to reduce the size of the image. Let's say this is the screenshot which I've taken. Okay, I took the screenshot, and you can see the screenshot will be saved in my desktop. Okay, let's name this file as test1. Okay, let us understand what is the size of the screenshot file that we have taken. It's of 106 KB. Okay, so is there possibilities by which we can reduce the file? Already it is a small file as of today's modern standard, but are there possibilities to reduce the file further? Yeah, there are possibilities to reduce the file further. Let us understand this with an example. So what we need to do is we need to simply go to Google search, and we need to search for image compression. The moment we search for image compressor, then it will give me the first link which says compressjpg.com. So what I need to do is I need to simply tap on this first link. Okay, after tapping on the first link, we can see there are options by which we can exactly compress the image, right? So first we need to upload the image. What I will do is I will tap on the upload button first. After tapping on the upload button, I will simply browse my image which says test1. Okay, yes, you can see the moment I tap on test1, it is not allowing me to upload the image. Okay, so there might be some problem with the extension of the file. That is, if we see the extension of the file by going to the information, we can see the file is of .png format. Okay, that means it is in PNG format, and I need to tap on this PNG option in order to compress the file. In case if your image file is in JPG format or JPG format, then you will be definitely going with the JPG option. So here I will be uploading the file. Let's see if it is able to detect the file or not. Yes, I'm able to select my file. By default, you can see it is of 106 KB. What we need to do is we need to reduce the size of the file more further. Let's say if I need to reduce the size of the file, let's say down to 80%. Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. By default, it has reduced the size of the file to 68%. Let's say if I need to reduce the size of the file, let's say to 10 KB or something like that. So what I need to do is I need to simply click on the settings option. The moment you click on the setting option, you will get this window and the slider in the right hand side. You just need to drag on the slider and you will be able to reduce the size of the file. Okay, so when it was 68%, you can see the size of the file came down to 34 KB. So if I drag the slider down, let's see up to how much KB it can get reduced. Okay, so it can get reduced to 17 KB at max. So let's say if the file is of 104 KB, so we can reduce the size of the file to 17 KB. I hope what exactly image compressor is and how to use image compressor, all the steps are clear. After reducing the file size, what we can do is we can simply tap on this download all option. The moment I tap on this download all option, it will download the file in a zip format, that is in a compressed format. Then I can later extract this zip format and I can simply have my compressed image. So if we compare both the file size, there will be drastic change in the file size if you compare. So this file is of 34 KB and this file, if we compare, was of 106 KB. So I hope the concept is clear. Thank you so much, teachers. So I will be explaining the step once again. So this was all about the OCR to text converter. So how to use the OCR to text converter? Let us try to understand it. Simply what we'll do is we will make a search which says OCR to text converter. The moment we search for OCR to text converter, here you can see the link. So I will be tapping on this link which says online free online OCR service. So here what I will do is I will select my file, which is an image type. In my case, it is test1. After selecting the file, I will simply tap on text or document format, whatever you feel like. As of now, I want to get the data in text format, and I will tap on this convert button. So the moment I tap on this convert button, you can see I can get the output. That is, I can get the text in. I can get the text from the image file. So if I download the output file, you can see this is my textual data, which I've extracted from the image file. I hope the steps to extract textual data from image file is clear. If the concept of extracting textual data from an image file is clear, all the teachers are requested to give a thumbs up. Okay. Thank you so much, teachers. So this was all about the simple tools that we can use to conduct our online classes. Initially, I started with small PDF, which was really simple. Then I moved ahead to image compression, which is once again a simple app. Then I discussed about how to extract the textual data from an image file. So next, I will be discussing about Nearpod. Okay. So what exactly Nearpod is? I hope I have discussed, I hope you remember how to paste this text in words. Okay, Mala ma'am, you can simply copy the text and you can paste it in Word file. Or else what you can do is you can simply convert the file and download the file in the document format. Here you will get the option to download the file in document format as well. You can see there is an option to download the file in Word format. Mala ma'am, I hope I'm able to answer your query. Okay, thank you so much. So let us try to understand what exactly Nearpod is. In the previous year's session, I have already discussed what exactly Nearpod is, and I've also shown how to use the Nearpod application. I don't know how many teachers have actually implemented this because practically I was using Nearpod for the last year's session, and this also I'm going to use it because apart from the last year's session, this year they have implemented many modules, and they have also uploaded many lecture videos which can be really be helpful for the students while conducting the interactive classes. So Nearpod is basically the LMS application. That is, it is basically a learning management system which is basically a free of cost up to 100 MB. Okay, 100 MB might sound like a very small amount of data, but believe me, that is more than enough to access the content, to deliver the study materials to the students. So there might be questions like, if you are already using Google Classroom, if you are already using Google Meet, then why do we need to use such a complicated application, or why do we need to switch to the new application? I'm not saying to leave the existing applications that we're using, that is Google Classroom or Google Meet. Apart from that, let's say if you are giving a presentation, let us try to understand this scenario. If I'm going through this presentation, and if I need to ask a question, to the students, so I can directly ask from here, and the students can respond through the chat box. But the privacy of the answers or the confidentiality of the answers doesn't stays intact. Let's say if I'm asking the question to all the students, or if the student who is topper and who is listening to the class very carefully answers the particular question, then in that case that answer becomes publicly available to all the students, and the students, they don't get the chance to think. They will simply use that data, or simply use that answer and manipulate that, and they will also copy paste that particular answer which the topper student has said, or which the student who is able to understand the session has said. So what if I need to get the answer on individual basis? Is there any solution? Yes, definitely, teachers, there is a solution. That is the Nearpod. That means while giving your presentations or while conducting your classes, a pop-up will get displayed in the students end, and in that pop-up the student needs to answer that particular question. So what are the steps to use the Nearpod application? Already I have discussed in the last year's session, although what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the Nearpod application from the scratch. So in order to use the Nearpod application, since it is a web application, what you need to do is you need to simply go to your Google search bar and you need to search for Nearpod. The moment you search for Nearpod, you get the first link which says Nearpod make every lesson interactive. So in the meanwhile, I'd request Tapan Saikia sir and Rinki ma'am to download the Nearpod application from Play Store. So you can download the Nearpod application from the Play Store. Since you are the IT people, so I'm requesting Tapan Saikia sir and Rinki ma'am to download the Nearpod application from Play Store. You can simply search for Nearpod in Play Store and you can download the application. So this application will be downloaded by the students. So students, what they need to do is they need to download the Nearpod application from the Play Store or from the App Store, or whatever operating system they're using for the smartphones. So as a teacher, we'll be going to Google and we'll be searching for the Nearpod. And This is the result that gets displayed. And what I will be doing is I will be opening that link. And these are the three options which we can see. As a teacher, we'll be simply tapping on this option which says teachers. And let us tap on sign up for free. Since this is a new account, we'll be tapping on sign up for free. Okay. So since we are using the Google Workspace account, we need not to enter the details. We can simply click on sign up with Google, and we can select our Google account. In my case, it is temp@apsjora.org. So this way, what we have done is we have created the Nearpod account. So there is the agreement. I just need to check this and click on the sign up button. And there are a few drop down menus which we need to select. As of now, I will be selecting on maths, science, let's say English, language arts, and others. Grades, let's say I need to select all this as of now. Enroll teacher, and simply I can tap on this done button. So you are able to see that I've created my Nearpod profile in an efficient way. In case if you have any kind of confusion while creating the Nearpod account, you can ask the query. And if there are no confusions, all the teachers are requested to send the thumbs up emoji. If you don't have any queries regarding the creation of profile in Nearpod. Thank you, teachers, for your response. Let us move ahead. Okay. So let us say if I need to conduct this session, in such a way that I need to show the presentation, and while presenting, I need to ask few questions to the students. Okay, so how it can be done? Already I have started the Google Meet session, and after starting the Google Meet session, now let's say if I need to conduct the interactive session or interactive presentation. So in order to conduct the interactive presentation, you can simply tap on this create button. Then you can tap on lesson option. And after tapping on the lesson option, what you need to do is you need to tap on this option which says add content and activities. Okay, so here I get the options to add my content or add my activities, right? So these are the options that are available. So what if I need to upload a file? So if I need to upload a file, what I need to do is I need to simply tap on this option which says upload files. Okay, the file, as I said, the standard procedure to store the file is in Google Drive, but since there are no file in my Google Drive's folder or Google Drive's relative path or the Google Drive's absolute path, what I need to do is I need to simply upload the file from my desktop itself. I will tap on this upload option and I will browse my file. Let's say this is the file that I need to upload. Okay, so there are two options that gets popped up since this is a PDF file. The first option says create PDF viewer, and the second option says individual slides. So these are the two options which gets popped up. So if I tap on this option, the first option which says create PDF viewer, so what is the issue that I will get? The issue that I will get is the file will stay as a PDF file, and I will face difficulties while making interactive presentations. So the recommended option is to tap on this option which says individual slides. So I will be tapping on this option which says individual slides. So what it will do, it will automatically scan the PDF file and it will convert the PDF file to a presentation file so that I can present and explain my topic. Okay, so my PDF file was uploaded successfully, and you can see the file is getting processed. So it might take a while depending on the size of the file, and you can see all the pages got converted into slides automatically. All the pages got converted into slides. So what is the next step that I will be doing? So the next step that I will be doing is I will simply click on this option which says save and exit. Tapan sir and Drinky ma'am, I hope you all are ready with the Nearpod application. Yes, I can get Tapan sir's response which says installed. Okay, yes. So you can see I can get the pop-up which says we have made the first lesson. So what are the next steps that we need to do in order to get started? Okay. So the next step that we'll be doing is we'll be tapping on this option which says live participation plus live participation, not the plus Zoom option. Instead of tapping on this option, we'll be tapping on this option which says live participation. We just need to tap on this option which says live participation. Tapan sir, in the meanwhile, you can open the Nearpod application, and Drinky ma'am, you are requested to open the Nearpod application in the meanwhile, and just enter this code. You can see over here in the screen. QUAZXZ. So this is the code that we'll be sharing with our students. We can share it either in Google Meet because we will be conducting our classes through Google Meet. But the moment if you want to conduct the interactive presentations, interactive videos, if you need to share the interactive videos, then definitely we need to share the code with our students. Drinky ma'am and Tapan sir, please acknowledge if you have already applied the code. Okay, I can see there are two students who have already joined. Uh, let's see who are those two students who have already joined. We'll be able to understand them very soon. Tapan sir and Drinky ma'am, you're requested to enter the code QUAXZ in the Nearpod application. Yeah, I can see. Okay, Jimmy ma'am is there. Ramesh sir is also there. Okay, we can get Ramesh sir and Jimmy ma'am. Thank you so much, teachers, for joining this. Uh, Jimmy ma'am and Ramesh sings faster. Okay, so let us move ahead. What we can do is after letting the students join this particular session or the presentation which we have already started, while explaining, what if I need to ask a question to the students? So for that, what I can do is I can simply tap on this option which says add activity. I can simply tap on this option which says add activity. After tapping on this question, let's see if I need to ask a true or false question. Very simple true and false question. The correct answer is true, and let us share it. And the moment I share this particular question, whenever the student is answering, I will be able to understand how many students were actually attending the class attentively. The first point is that, and their answers won't even get disclosed. You can see as of now, none of the students have responded. Within a fraction of seconds, we can see 3 of them have responded, and 100% of them were correct. So I can get the live statistics the moment I ask the question. Okay, so this was the activity, and if I need to stop the activity, I can simply tap on this option which says close the activity. Okay, so this was all about true and false question. So what if I need to ask subjective questions to the students? So is there any possible way so that by which we can ask subjective questions to the students? Yes, teachers, there are possible ways by which we can ask subjective questions to the students. Let us try to understand that. So I can simply tap on this option which says add activity, and I can tap on open-ended questions. and I can simply tap on this option which says share. So the moment I tap on this option share, all the students will be able to get this particular question in the screen itself. So the question is getting uploaded, and I can see these are the students who have already joined. Yeah, I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 students who have already joined, and I'm just waiting for the answer. Okay, I can see Tapansa have already responded. That is 40% of the students have already responded. I can see the statistics of how many. Okay, Jogma ma'am has also joined. Okay, okay. Thank you, Jimmy ma'am. I can see 60% of the students have already joined the session. Okay, so let's say if I need to share one answer with this class, let's say one of the answer is very amazing, and if I need to share this with the other students, so I can simply tap on this share option. The moment I tap on this share option, the other students will be able to see the answer in the screen itself. So this is how we can use Nearpod in order to conduct the interactive presentations while teaching. So this way, we'll be able to know that how many students are actually attending the class, whether they're attentive or not. For this, we don't even need to turn on the cameras, because at certain time we hear the students that our data or the bandwidth is very low. So we won't be able to turn on the camera. So if we do this, we need not to use a huge bandwidth. With a minimal bandwidth, with a very low amount of or low speed of data, we'll be able to know how many students are actually attending the classes attentively. So this was all about Nearpod's presentation. So this was all about Nearpod's presentation. If these steps are clear, okay, Tapan says asked one question. This version is all OS supportive tab smartphones. Yes, sir. This version is supported in every operating system, irrespective of the platform that the people are using. So this was all about Nearpod's interactive presentations. So if the steps are clear, and if you found it to be interesting, all the teachers are requested to respond with the traditional method. Can we use it in offline mode too? Yes, sir. If we are not online, we can also use it. But yes, the data needs to be turned on. Thank you so much, sir. So this was all about a Nearpod session. Now let's say, what if I need to upload a video from YouTube and I need to ask some questions in between in the timeline. Let's say after 30 seconds, a question should automatically pop up in the student's screen, and the students need to answer that particular question after watching the video. Is it possible in Nearpod? Yes, teachers, it is once again possible in Nearpod. So let's say if I have a video in YouTube and I need to upload that video, and after 30 seconds I need to ask that question. How to do that? We'll be understanding this with a practical demonstration. So here I will be closing this session as of now, the Nearpod session as of now. Okay, so what I will do is I will simply tap on this option which says create, and I will tap on the video option. Let us take an example of the YouTube video. I can see there's a video which I can share, and I can ask the students about this particular. Let's say after 30 seconds, I need to ask a particular question to the students. So is it possible? Okay, so here I get the video. So I will simply tap on this video. You can see over here, and I can tap on the save button. Now let's say after 30 seconds, I need to ask a question to the students. So you can see I came to the 30-second part, and here what I will do is I will add an activity. Let's say I want to add a multiple choice question. And after adding the multiple choices, what I can do is I can simply tap on the save button. So automatically, when I will share this particular video with the students, after 30 seconds, the question will pop up and students have to answer the particular question. So after doing all this part, what I need to do is finally I can tap on this save button option. Okay. So it is getting saved. It takes a while in order to save all the things that we have done. Okay. So there are two options by which we can share this video. Generally what happens, teachers, they do share the YouTube video or YouTube link directly. And by the end of the day, we don't even know that whether the student has actually watched that video or not. Because at certain times, we don't share our own video. We will be sharing some other materials which will be definitely better, who have used modern tools while teaching. So we definitely share those videos. So how do we come to know that student has actually watched that video or not? So by this way, we will be able to know whether the student has actually watched or not. So it is not required that while taking the class, you need to share the video. You can do this even after classes. What you need to do is you can simply tap on the students hyphen placed option. The moment you tap on students hyphen placed option, you will get a code which will pop up. You just need to copy this code and share this code with the students. So at any moment of time, you can see there are 29 days remaining. That means within the period of 29 days, the student can watch the video at any moment of time and they can do the assignment. And the moment you feel like this is the end of the assignment, I should stop accepting responses. So you can simply turn off this option, or you can simply edit. You can go to this and you can simply edit the option, and all the changes that you will be making will get we won't reflect to the students end, or won't get reflected to the students part. So if we need to end the session, I can simply tap on this detail option after generating the report, obviously, because if I don't generate the report, I won't get the responses that the students have already submitted. So this is the way by which we can share this with our students. That is, we'll be simply using this code to share this particular lesson with the students. The students will be using this code, and within the 29 days time frame, they will be submitting the answers while playing the interactive video. So this way, how we can generate the interactive video and share this interactive video with our students. So if the concept of interactive video and interactive presentation is clear, all the teachers are requested to use 2 thumbs up, not a single thumbs up, 2 thumbs up, so that I can properly understand that how many teachers have understood both the concept. If the single concept is clear, teachers are requested to put up only a single thumbs up. Now, apart from that, okay, thank you so much, teachers, for responding. So apart from this, we also have options that are being provided by the Nearpod application itself, that are inbuilt teacher resources, and we can use those resources to conduct our classes. So let us visit the Nearpod library and see what are there in Nearpod library. Okay, so here we just need to select the topic. Let's say what I will do lessons, and I will select, let's say, technology and computer science. Okay, so here we'll be getting these options. of technology and computing sciences related. Yes, you can also explore your subject matter. You will be knowing your subject matter in a much more efficient way. But if you ask me, I can find all the topics that can definitely develop the interest among students. Obviously, you will be teaching your subject, but apart from that, if you need to generate this interest among students while teaching, you can definitely use this content materials, because they have used animations and they have explained the topics in a much more simpler way, and students will definitely find it interesting. Okay, so this was all about sharing the study materials and using the Nearpod content. But one thing you should remember, that Nearpod is only giving us 100 MB of space. As you can see over here, my 0.5 MB, that is near about 1 MB of space, has already been used because I've uploaded this file. Okay, so once if you reach the threshold value, that is which is of 100 MB, what you need to do is you need to simply delete your previous files. Remember, once again, deleting this file won't delete the entire material, because you have uploaded the material in Google Drive. From the starting onwards, you are uploading all your study materials in Google Drive. So you will have your study materials in the cloud itself, and you can access it anytime. But you're just deleting this option. Since Nearpod is giving us so much just for free of cost, this much at least we can do by deleting the file, and we can upload it anytime we require. So teachers, if you have any queries, if you have any questions, then you can ask. Else we'll be shifting ahead to the next topic, that is speech aids. So this was all about the 4 applications that we have discussed: small PDF, image compression, OCR to text, Nearpod, and the final one is for the English teachers, speech aids. Why I have kept it in the last? As I said, purposely I have done that because speech aids is an application which is not available for free of cost. Okay, then sir, why are you recommending this application to use? What is the purpose of recommending such an application which is not available for free of cost? Yes, since this application is not available for free of cost, the reason why I'm suggesting this application is because the trial content is available for free of cost. They have a trial content and that is available for free of cost. And how good is that trial content? That the English teachers can only see after using it. Since I found this application to be very interesting, that's why I'm sharing this application. Now the teachers can, English teachers can definitely explore this application, and they can say that yes, for up to some extent, we can use this application in our classes. That means if you need to conduct the language lab online, yes, that is once again possible with the speeches application. So what exactly speeches application is? I will be moving ahead to my account, and we'll simply search for speech aids. Here you can see the first link which says speeches.com. I will simply tap on this first link. The moment you tap on this first link, you will get 2 options which says try in browser and get the API. I'll be simply tapping on this try in browser option. Okay. The moment I tap on this try in browser option, I will get this pop-ups which says level 1 healthcare hospitality in Vietnam, beginner, vowels, consonants, etc., etc. Let's say if I need to check my speaking skills, I will be simply tapping on this option which says level 1. Okay, then there are many lessons you can see. As of now, I just need to tap on the first lesson since I'm giving the demonstration. Okay, so here they're asking me to record I live content and upload this content. So how to do that? I will be simply tapping on this microphone option to get my recording done and upload it. A pop-up will come which will ask me to allow to use the microphone for this particular website. I will simply allow, and I will say I leave, and I will stop it. Okay, since I was using many textual content while explaining, that's why they were saying that 62%, my pronunciation is 62%. That means it is not 100% accurate. Okay, so let us try to hear what I have said. And I will say I leave. And I will say I leave.
I live.
And I will say I leave. So there is a difference. You can see, since I was using a lot of content before uploading the since I was saying something before uploading this recording, that's why they say that 62% it is correct. So this can be used while conducting the English lab online. So this is a very good application, but how good the content is, that the English teachers can say after exploring this application. So I request Gitati ma'am, Hema ma'am, Jugma ma'am, and Dipti ma'am, all the English teachers to respond if you are willing to use this application and try it for once, because this is available for free of cost. We need not to pay. We need not to pay any sort of money. Can we use this software in our English computer lab? Yes, sir. Definitely we can use, but already we are using some sort of software in our English computer lab. I think that is once again a proprietary software which the school has already paid for. I don't have any idea that the English teachers will be able to say better. So, but this we can try. The more if you are conducting, if you're conducting the classes online. Sir, yes. Is there any such software for Hindi? Shankarji sir and Bijay ma'am, I have done a lot of research, but yes, there are softwares available to check English and Hindi as well. But the thing is, like, I couldn't find a stable software which I will be able to recommend. So that's why, as of this year's session, I'm not able to recommend any of the softwares which is flawless like this and can be used for the online purpose. But definitely, the way the IT things are growing, definitely by the end of this year, we will definitely have some software, and I will be able to recommend that. But my research is still on, and the moment I will come to know, I will definitely recommend that particular software. Okay. So this was all about speeches. In case if you have any kind of queries regarding speeches, you can ask. Teachers, I'm really very sorry, sir, but soon we will definitely have this application for Hindi as well as for Sanskrit. Because in fact, Jogma ma'am was also telling if you could find the software for these two languages, then that will be more helpful. Okay, so this were all of this were the web applications that we can exactly use to conduct to manage our classes smartly. I hope all the applications were clear. So the applications, the number of applications which we have discussed were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all the five, if all the 5 applications are clear, I would request the teachers to send 5 thumbs up. That's it. If any one of the application is not clear, you can send a thumbs down. Thank you, teachers, for your valuable response. I hope you will be using this application. Else, the entire session, the entire amount of research or hard work that I've done for this session will go in vain. Because if you don't use this while teaching, while conducting the classes online, then we can say that although I have, if you accept that although I have presented it's in a good manner, but the session will be of no use. Okay, so let us move ahead to the next part of my presentation, that is extensions of Google Chrome. So what are the extensions available in Google Chrome, and what exactly extensions are? So extensions are small applications that can be installed in the browser. As simple as that. If somebody asks me about what extensions are, then this is the simplest way I can explain that extensions are the small applications which we can install in the Google Chrome browser or any browser that we are using. Purposely, I have used Google Chrome because Google Chrome is the best application to use Google Workspace applications, because all those applications are integrated together and they work seamlessly. The first application which I would recommend is Immersive Reader. But before that, how to use Google Chrome extension, I will be showing. Let us move ahead to the testing account and let us close these applications, else they will be using my bandwidth in the backend. Okay, so I will be closing these applications and let us try to explore the first application which says Immersive Reader. So in order to use the Immersive Reader application, what I need to do is I need to simply go to the web store. You can see web store available over here. In case if web store is not available, you can simply search for web store. Okay, you can simply search for web store and it will take you to the web store. Okay, so if you need to download Immersive Reader and install Immersive Reader in your browser, what you can do is you can simply search for Immersive Reader. Yes, and this is the first link. Use Immersive Reader on websites. I will simply tap on this link and I will click on this button which says add to Chrome. Very simple. This is once again an application which will be useful for teachers while teaching. And after that, a pop-up comes up and which says, do I need to add this extension? And I will be clicking on this option which says add extension. Okay, my extension got installed successfully. Okay, so what is this application exactly? This application is, and how to use this application. Suppose, let's say, if we need to teach the students about reading, or if we need to develop reading skills among the students, we can use this application to develop the reading skills among the students. So how this is helpful? Let us try to understand. Let us select a sentence or a paragraph. That will be better for an example purpose. Okay, history. This example can be taken into consideration as of now. Okay, now what if I need to automate this process, and if I want to explain the students how to exactly pronounce each and every word. So for this, we can use this immersive reader. Immersive reader will automatically scan each and every text and will read out this text. So what I need to do is I need to simply click on this, give a right click on this, and it will give me the option, help me read this. And I will be tapping on this option which says help me read this. Okay. At first moment, it won't read because I have just installed the application fresh. What I need to do is I need to close my browser once because it needs to get reflected in my browser. So I will be closing this option for a while, and I will go back to my Chrome, and I will simply tap on this option temp. That is, I will switch on this, and I will come to this website once again. Now I will ask the immersive reader to read this. Okay, so something is loading. Okay. So you can see now immersive reader is working successfully. So if I need to read this, I need to simply tap on this option which is play.
Apple Incorporated, formerly Apple Computer Incorporated, is a multinational corporation that creates consumer electronics.
Okay. So what if I need to increase the speed of this application? That means the reading speed. I can definitely do that.
Electronics, personal computers, servers, and computer software, and is a digital distributor of media content.
Okay.
The company
so
also
what
has
if I need to switch to mail
chain of retail are the iPhone, smartphone, iPad, tablet, computer, and Macintosh computer line.
Okay. So all these are possible. These are very simple tools. But what if I need to get to know the meaning of a particular word or translate a particular word to Hindi? Is it possible? Yes, this is once again possible. And what if I need to know the parts of speech? Then once again, that is possible. So if I turn on these options, you can see it is able to highlight all the nouns, verbs, adjectives, and adverbs. So this way, we are able to highlight each and every, we are able to tokenize each and every word, and we are able to highlight that what kind of word is that. Okay. So what if I need to convert a particular word to Hindi? So is it possible? You can see there are many languages. Yes, obviously we'll get the option of Hindi. Yeah, we got it. Let's say by word. And if I need to convert the option of stores to Hindi. See, we get the stores to, we got the stores converted to Hindi, and even we got the image of what exactly stores looks like. So this application can exactly be used to enhance the reading skills of the students. So this was all about immersive reader and how to use the immersive reader in Google Chrome. If the concept of immersive reader is clear, teachers are requested to respond by using thumbs up. Okay, please show the meaning of computer. Okay. Oh no, it will just convert. It won't show the meaning. Okay, so this was all about immersive reader. Apart from immersive reader, which will be definitely be helpful for teachers, let us try to explore the other applications. Now let us come back to the point where Shankar sir was asking. Okay, Tapan sir has responded something. This is cool. Okay, so let us try to understand how we can exactly get the meaning of the words that we are taking, that we are explaining, or that while serving the web, a certain situation can occur where even we exactly don't know the meaning of a particular word. Then is there any helpful tool by which can be really be helpful while browsing the web? So yes, there is a tool named Power Thesaurus. We can use this tool to get the meaning. So this is once again an extension provided by Google Chrome. What we need to do is we need to go to Google Chrome, Google Chrome's web store. You can see this is the option that we are getting. We can go to Google Chrome's web store and we can simply search for our thesaurus. So this is the option, and the remaining steps remains the same to install it in Google Chrome. We can simply tap on this option which says add to Chrome, and then we can tap on this option which says add extension, and here we can check whether the extension has been successfully installed or not. As I said, that after installing the application or after installing the extension, you need to close the browser once in order to get it reflected, and after that what you can do is you can switch to the browser once again. So let us try to browse the web. We'll be visiting the same page as of now. Let's go to history. Let's see if I need to know the meaning of inframe. I can simply make a right click and I can simply tap on this option which says Power Thesaurus. So you can see I can get many meanings of this word inframe. Or anything if you are reading in the web, because nowadays the content that we read is over the web. So let's see if I need to go know the meaning of establish. I can simply give a right click over here and I can tap on Power Thesaurus. So these are the synonyms. If the concept of Power Thesaurus is clear, how to use this, what kind of application is this, is clear, all the teachers are requested to give a thumbs up. So this was all about Power Thesaurus. Now let us come to one of the most amazing application, that is ad blocker. So what exactly ad blocker is? Let's say I want to share my screen, I want to play a YouTube video. Okay, amazing idea. I can do that. And while playing the video, suddenly an ad comes up, and that is a vulgar ad. And I have to face the embarrassing situation in front of my students. How to get rid of it? That means when I'm explaining, no ad should pop up. Even the advertisement that we are getting over here, I think there were a few ads that were coming in the Power Thesaurus application. Even those ads shouldn't even pop up. You can see over here, you can get the advertisements over here. There were a few ads of Grammarly that were going in the backend. Okay, so those advertisements shouldn't pop up or shouldn't come up while sharing my screen, because I don't want me to get embarrassed in front of my students just by playing all those unwanted advertisements. At least for the teaching purpose. I'm not saying I'm not against advertisements. I'm not saying advertisements are bad. Even there are meaningful advertisements, but at least while teaching, I don't want advertisements to get popped up. Yes, there is an application. This ad blocker can really be helpful while teaching, and we can use this ad blocker application at least to block the advertisements while teaching. Okay, so this will even block the YouTube ads that you get while playing the YouTube videos and all the ads that you come across while browsing the websites. Okay, so let us visit YouTube and see the advertisement that is getting popped up. Okay, let's say I want to play this.
Good grammar.
Okay, so this is an ad which is coming off, which is being provided by Grammarly, and I don't want this ad to get popped up. Okay, and let's say if I need to block this, how can I block? I can simply go to the extension store once again, and I can search for, this time I will be searching for best ad blocker. This will take a while, and you can see this ad blocker, which is offered by Get Ad Blocker, not these ad blockers. There will be tons of ad blockers, but you need to click on this. Okay, and you just need to simply tap on this extension which says Add Ad Blocker. Okay, this will take a while to get installed. Okay, you can see the extension has been added successfully in Google Chrome. So what we will do is we will keep this link. We'll keep this link, and let's say, what if I need to convert a video to music? So what is the possible way? Let's say, let's search for any music. Let's say this music, an old song. Okay, now this has become literally an old song. Here in the song, the lyrics was of old song. Now this song is of 2011, which is an old song literally. So you can see, in general, if I click on this download option, I don't get any advertisements. Okay, even while playing the video, I didn't get any advertisement. What if I do the same thing where the ad blocker is not installed? Let us try to explore it. I'm opening an incognito window so that I can show the demonstration, because here the ad blocker won't work. Okay, here it is not playing. Let us try to download, convert this song to MP3. You can see there are advertisements coming, right? You can see there are advertisements coming. But if you compare this with this particular portal where we can download the song, where our ad blocker is installed, it won't show any advertisement. This portion is blank completely. Okay, so I can close this tab as of now, and I can go back to other YouTube video to show whether the extension is working or not, because it might happen that in some video, one or two, the advertisement is not playing. But if we play 2 to 3 videos continuously, then we'll be able to know whether this extension is working or not. Let's take an example of this. You can see that there is no advertisement. Okay, now let us take an example of this. No advertisements once again. And lastly, let us take an example of this. No advertisements once again. So this was how we can block the ads or the advertisements while conducting the online classes. If the concept of all these 3 applications are clear, all the teachers are requested to give 3 thumbs up in the chat box. So this way, how we have blocked the YouTube advertisements or the advertisements that gets popped up and can really create an embarrassing situation while teaching or while conducting online classes. Okay, great. So this was all about immersive reader, power thesaurus, and ad blocker. Now the most amazing and the most awaited application that I want to discuss is about Google Meet attendance. Teachers, I hope the screen is visible. Okay, so let us try to understand what exactly this Google Meet attendance is and how to conduct the classes using the Google Meet attendance. Let us close these tabs. Okay. So year back, there was a problem in Google Meet that we couldn't monitor the attendance while conducting the classes. But now, after searching at least for 1 year, I was waiting for this application to get stable for 1 year. Okay, So I was waiting for at least 1 year to get this application stable. So now, right now, since the application is stable, we will be able to use this application, and I will be able to demonstrate this application, and will definitely recommend this application to the teachers, so that teachers can use this application while conducting the online classes. So what exactly this application does? So you can see over here, I can see the attendees. Now, what if I have all the students who are attending the classes, and at the same time I need to monitor the attendance as well as the time period for how long they have exactly attended the session, that too automatically, without doing it manually. यानी कि बच्चे क्लास में कितने बजे एंटर किए, बच्चों ने कितने बजे क्लास में एंटर किया, फिर कितने बच्चे जो है किस टाइम में किस समय पे लॉग आउट कर रहे हैं या फिर मीटिंग को छोड़ रहे हैं, वो सब सारी चीजें ऑटोमेटिकली जो है कैलकुलेट हो जाना चाहिए. यानी कि मैन्युअली मुझे कुछ नहीं करने की जरूरत है. यानी कितने बच्चों ने कितने देर तक जो है गूगल मीट में क्लासेस अटेंड किया. So all those things should be monitored automatically. So is there any possible way by which it can be done? Yes, teachers, there is a possible way by which it can be done. That is by using the Google Meet attendance application. So let us try to understand how we can use the Google Meet application easily. So in order to use the Google Meet attendance application or the extension, we'll be going to the extension option once again. But this time what we'll do is we will search for Google Meet attendance. So here you can see this is the first link which gets popped up, which says offered by Google Meet attendance. We can simply tap on this link. After that, what we can do is we can simply tap on this option which says add to extension. I hope the steps are clear up to this. Teachers, please acknowledge if the steps are clear. Okay, so let us proceed. So how to use this extension after it gets installed automatically. So after the application got installed, we can confirm this by tapping on this puzzle icon, and we can see that this application has been installed. And at the same time, we can see that ad blocker is working in the backend, and it has blocked 4 advertisements as of now. Great. So all the steps are working properly. So in the next step, what I need to do is I can simply go to Google Meet, conduct my online classes. Let's say I want to join this meeting. Let us copy this code. And tap on this join button option. Okay, the moment I start or initiate the meeting, yes, definitely, since this is a new user, I will get the option to use the microphone. I will be definitely tapping on this allow option. And after that, what I will do is I will simply close this option. So the Google Meet attendance plugin has successfully started. And it says that for 49 students, it will be able to monitor the attendance very easily. But if the number of students exceeds this limit, then definitely we need to download an extension. And I don't think that we have students more than 49 in a class. So as of now, I won't be demonstrating that, because by that way, I will be creating a lot of confusion among teachers. So simply, I will install this application and I will close this. And I will keep this application as it is. Okay, now I will click on this join now option. So you can I have created a lot of okay. So you can see that the attendance has been monitored automatically. The attendance was getting captured. So this is how the attendance system will look like. It is already installed in my system, and this is how the attendance will be captured. You can see all those names of the teachers who are attending this session, and also their time duration has also been recorded. So what if I need to pause this and if I need to download this? Yes, I have paused it and I can download it by simply clicking on this option which says save. And if I tap on this HTML option, we can see that I can also monitor the duration. How many teachers have joined the class at 3 o'clock? Okay, and how many teachers are there up to 4:15? Okay, so beyond 4:15, beyond 4:30, how many teachers are there? And in between, how many teachers have left and how many teachers have joined? We can also see those in a detailed manner. If there is a continuation, that means the teacher has attended the session without leaving the session. Okay, so this way we can have a strict monitoring system while taking the classes in Google Meet, and manually we need not to do anything. So if a student says, no sir, I have attended the session, you don't have any evidences, you can't say because I have attended the session. Okay, and this way we'll be able even we can even have the evidences in a live manner, in a proper manner. And what if I need to see the previous attendance? What is, let's say if I need to check how many students have attended the class, let's say 2 days back, 3 days back, or 10 days back, is it possible? Yes, this is once again possible, because this system automatically stores the attendance in itself. So I will simply tap on this option which says class list, and I will tap on this option which says history. So here you can see I can download the attendance of the following days. So here are the days which gets popped up, and the time of the session. If the concept of Google Meet attendance is clear, all the teachers are requested to give a big thumbs up, because this is one of the biggest or one of the most amazing application that can really be helpful for all the teachers. Because this can reduce a lot of pain, because monitoring the attendance is not an easy task in online. It will be really be helpful while understanding for how long the student has actually attended the class. See, we are proctoring the students with the help of two applications. The first application is the attendance system, and the second application is Nearpod. So by using these two applications, yes, sir, please. By using these two applications, we will be able to proctor the students. Yes, sir. Minmay, sir, you can ask the question. Minmay, sir, should I wait for you, or should I answer the question in the end of the session? Okay, sir, definitely, sir. So anytime I'm free for you. You can call me anytime. You can ask the question anytime. I will be ready for you for 24/7. So I'm yours. Okay, thank you so much. Okay. So this was all about extensions in Google Chrome. So this was all about my session. So I've discussed all the topics that I wanted to share, and I felt like this will be very helpful for the students. Okay, teachers, if you have any kind of queries, you can definitely ask. Okay, wait a minute. There is a thing, one last thing that I'd like to share with everyone. You can see there is a number 360. So what exactly 360 is, and we'll be able to understand this in a few seconds. So how many teachers believe that taking students to excursions, or taking students to a road trip, or taking students to the educational institutions can really be helpful? Teachers, if you believe that all these excursions and all these educational trips are helpful, please respond. They can really develop interest among students. Okay, and how many of you think that in this pandemic, can this be possible? Yes, Tapan sir got it. in this pandemic, is it possible? Yes, exactly, teachers. It is possible with the help of virtual tour. So right now, what I will do is I will be showing you how to use the virtual tours so that we can develop the interest among students. Yes, teachers, exactly. Virtually, it is possible. And let us see how to exactly use the virtual tour. So what I will the virtual tour of I will be demonstrating the virtual tour of Harvard University, by which you will be able to understand how to use the virtual tours applications while teaching the and while developing the interest. If we want to develop the interest among students, we can use the concept of virtual tour while our online sessions. So let us get started with virtual tour. So here, as of now, I'm taking the example of Harvard University. So let us search for Harvard virtual tour. What I will do is I will simply tap on this option which says virtual tour Harvard University. So all the teachers, fasten your seatbelt. Let's get started. We will be going on to the virtual tour of Harvard University. घर बैठे बैठे हार्वर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी का मजा, so that we can at least motivate the students. Students, please read properly or go through your concepts properly, so that after a certain point you can exactly go to this university. It takes a while, but it will start soon.
Welcome to Harvard College. You're standing in Harvard Yard right now, the heart of campus, not where people park their cars. Let me explain the many ways you can explore our beautiful space. You can click on the forward-facing arrow to start walking around. You can jump to the next stop by clicking on the next button. Now, if you already know where you want to go, you can select any location by using the list or by clicking directly on the map. Lastly, remember that you can explore any particular location in more detail by clicking the supplemental icons. Before we kick off our tour, we would like to provide a land acknowledgement. Harvard is located on the ancestral and traditional homelands of the Massachusetts tribe. Harvard has evolved alongside the persistence of the Massachusetts, Nipmuc, and Wampanoag nations. By including this land acknowledgement, the admissions office commits to continuing to learn about the past and present of Native and Indigenous communities, including those in Massachusetts and New England. We begin our tour in Harvard Yard near present-day Matthews Hall, one of our first-year dormitories. This site was the location of Harvard's first brick building, the Indian College, constructed in 1655. The Indian College was built to carry out Harvard's founding charter of 1650, which commits the university to the education of...
Now, what if I need to visit other places? See, if we show the same place, then the students can find it boring. So what if I need to visit some other places of this university? Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. You can choose the location which you want to show. My favorite location is this Winder Library, because this library is one of the amazing library I've ever seen. So I would like to demonstrate this in front of you.
This is Widener Library, built in the memory of Harry Elkins Widener. A great lover of books, Harry graduated from the college in the early 1900s. After his passing on the Titanic, his mother returned to the States and donated to the college to build a library in his memory. Underneath Widener Library and parts of the yard lie the 55 miles of shelving that make up the stacks. There are nearly 17 million volumes across 70 Harvard libraries, making Harvard the owner of the largest university library system and the fourth largest library system in the world.
So what if I need to see the hall?
This is Annenberg Hall, also known as the first-year dining hall. It is home to many fond memories for undergraduates, as it functions as a great way to meet other first years. As students get situated at the college, it is common to sit down with someone new and start up a conversation over breakfast, lunch, or dinner. An interesting fact, Annenberg and Memorial Hall also encompass the largest secular collection of stained glass in North America.
So teachers, this way you will be able to explore this university, but just showing a single university by giving an example of single university is not enough. Are there many places which have made the 360 virtual tour possible? Yes, there are many places who have made the virtual 360 possible. I will be showing you how to use those concepts or how to use those applications while giving a virtual tour to the students. So let us take an example of Sydney as of now. So this is what exactly the Sydney looks like. So what if I need to go to the next place? I can show the students, right? So I can get a 360 view of the Sydney city. And what is if I need to visit the Sydney's famous opera house? Is it possible? Yes, this is once again possible. Okay, so this was all about Sydney and Opera, which were powered by UVisit. So apart from this, are there applications and how to use those applications? So for that, what I would recommend is you can simply go to YouTube. You can simply go to YouTube and search for 360 videos or 360 virtual tours. And you can see we get the option of London City. We get the option of underwater park, even Eiffel Tower, and much more. So even we get the option of Red Fort. Okay, so these are the options that we have. So we can use those options and enhance the teaching learning process. So this was all about this session. Thank you, teachers, for attending this session and giving your valuable time. It has already been 2 hours. And thank you so much for your patience hearing. I request all the teachers to go to this portal which says prabhatdas.site and give a valuable feedback. I will be sharing the link in the chat box.